What's going on, bro, and welcome to the video. Matt here, and today I want to talk about some things that you need to stop doing. I guarantee there's a couple things on the list that you're probably doing. So I need you to dial in, get focused, and let's get this video rolling. So number one on the list is do not be the chameleon. So look, man, it's normal to adjust your vibe to fit in with who you're hanging out with. Like, for example, if you're hanging out with some of your friends who are bankers, you're probably going to be a little bit more proper than if you're hanging out with your construction buddies. With your construction buddies, you might swear a little more. Here's the thing. No matter who you're hanging out with, you never want to compromise who you are just to fit in better. So a good example of this is, say I'm talking to a friend and I say, I don't like sushi. And they say, well, I do like sushi. And you start to change your feeling about sushi. Oh, well, maybe I just haven't tried the right sushi yet. One thing you need to do is, if you don't like sushi, you need to stand by your reasoning as to why. So if I were to say, I don't like sushi, and they say, really? I do like sushi. You say, oh, that's disgusting. It's raw fish. I can't stand eating that. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm sticking to my thoughts and my beliefs, and I'm not changing to appease who it is I'm talking to. Number two, you gotta own it. So as far as owning it goes, I got an example of two different guys. One guy, he was totally into doing ballet. Pretty much a manly man, but there was something about ballet that he absolutely loved. And when he said it with confidence and with conviction. It made me respect him even more. Now the second guy, he was talking to me about how he likes to get involved in Nerf wars, and they have these big battles, him and his friends. And once again, he said this with 100% confidence and conviction, and I had to respect him as well. Both of these things to me seem, one, kind of on the girl side of things, and two, on the other side of it, kind of like what my children would be doing. But both of these guys own what it is that they do, and I got nothing but love and respect for that. Now let's be real, all of us have things that we do in our life that other people might consider to be weird or different. But the biggest thing here is you need to own it. Now number three on the list is do not activate hard mode. Now we all know what hard mode is. That's when maybe you're up in the club and somebody bumps into you or brushes against you and you got something to say about it and get all puffed up. Or maybe you're at the gym, or maybe you're at the store and something happens and instantly you go into fight mode. Basically, you're walking around with the mentality that if anybody shows me any kind of disrespect, I'm gonna punch their face in. Look, bro, if that's you, you're guilty of this. And all you're trying to do is find a way to be significant. Most of the time, this is because you're angry with yourself. You're not happy with yourself at all. And when you try to intimidate another man and get them to back down, that's the only way you're going to feel good about yourself. Now, if you're guilty of this, you need to ask yourself, where's this anger coming from? One thing I can guarantee is there's something in your life that you're not happy with. One thing we have to realize here is until you find and address the problem, these anger issues, they're not going anywhere. Now let's get into number four, and that is being indifferent. Now I gotta ask you a question, and I want you to be honest with me and with yourself. Now when somebody asks for your opinion, are you a person that is kind of indecisive? The question really is, are you afraid that you're going to offend somebody or make them angry or upset if you give your opinion? Look, man, I used to do this all the time. It's just easier in the moment to not give your opinion. Most of the time, like I said, this is just because you don't want to upset the person that you're with and you don't want to take responsibility for making the decision. Gotta be real here. Basically, we're doing that out of fear and other people are going to recognize this as a weak behavior. I got a challenge for you. So going forward, 100% of the time, when somebody asks for your opinion, you give it to them. Now the whole point to this is that you're committing to something and you're accepting responsibility of whatever it might be. All right, so it's time to get into number 5, and that is don't play the victim. Basically, you don't want to blame other people or circumstances for your own failures. So for example here, if you're a guy that walks around saying, I'm never going to get a girlfriend, I'm too short. That's playing the victim, bro. So if there's a job that you want and you go to an interview and you don't get the job and then you turn and blame it on the interviewer, that's playing the victim, bro. Now instead of placing the blame elsewhere, you need to take responsibility. You need to think to yourself, what could I have done better in that situation? Thinking about what you can do better and implementing that is going to be the only way that you're going to make improvement, and it's going to alleviate a lot of stress. And with that, I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, hit subscribe and turn on notifications because I drop 2 new videos every Monday and every Thursday, plus numerous shorts all throughout the week that you don't want to miss. Now I know I'm going to see you in the next video, but until then, remember this. Keep getting the gains to make the growth and level up your life. You got this, bro.